Hello and welcome to game number 3. Liquid taking on Fnatic for the losers bracket of the Ritmix Russian Dota 2 League, and one of these two teams is gonna be going home. The other one is gonna be continuing in the losers bracket and talking about brackets. Hello brackets. So this is the winners bracket. We see that Liquid is here because they lost against No Tidehunter. Fnatic is here because they lost against Virtus Pro. And then both of them in the losers bracket right now, fighting for that one spot to get to the next round of the losers bracket. It's gonna be a tough one. We saw just 2 games already and we know what these two teams can do. By the way, for all you people wondering, the game between Rox KAS and Dignitas will not start until after this game is over. So don't worry, you will not be missing a thing. We're gonna be seeing the Keeper of Light getting banned out for this game, as well as Trixie's Nature's Prophet. They do not want to deal with that again. We're going to be seeing the Wisp getting banned out as well, and that means that we're going to see a Nyx or a Bet or both this game. The Nyx is going to be making it through because a Bet Rider got picked up, banned out, that is. So that is going to be the choice that Fnatic makes. Like, you basically have the choice. Do you want to be playing either one of those two? Probably yes, but do you want to be playing the Bet Rider while there's a Nyx on the board? No, because it's too big of a counter with that Spike Carapace. Even after it got nerfed, of course. It's still a very big pickup. We're going to see Liquid having that as a first pick. No surprise there, and Fnatic having to deal with that. And they can, of course, pick up that RP again if they want to. Magnus, that is, of course.
5 seconds
and Darkseer is still in the pool. Anything still in the pool that they want to have.
Reserve time.
But they're going to be picking up a life stealer first.
Dire team pick.
Lifestealer is going to be the carry that they're going to be choosing. Of course, it's also very nice against the Nyx Assassin that Spike Carapace doesn't hurt him if he's in rage, so he can just continue attacking his target. And do they actually want an RP is the question. No, they don't. They want to pick up the Shadow Demon as their support. We've seen a Shadow Demon in each game so far. Was on the losing side in the previous match. I believe it was on the losing side on the first match as well. Can't recall too much anymore. But anyway, we see the Darkseer getting picked up and the Lone Druid get picked up by Liquid. So that's a new one, or at least new one in this best out of 3 series. As we're gonna see that one probably on the well, I was gonna say offlane, but then you also have the Darkseer, so they kind of leave a lot of their options over. I mean, in theory, all of their lanes right now are sorted because we could even have a Nyx Assassin mid.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We'll be seeing Shadow Demon together with what? Are they still want to pick up that Magnus? Or do they want to secure something else for them? I mean, you want to secure a next support? If you're gonna go for a trial lane. You want to secure your mid laner. They're thinking about it though. They're thinking about it long and hard because they only have 50 seconds left and there's still the Magnus. Well, I could have told them that.
Radiant team ban.
For the people asking, I am not in Dota TV right now because there's only 4 broadcaster slot and I'm sharing mine with Antenna Dota. And basically we got told that whoever is in the lobby first, or whoever is fastest, can get that slot. Normally I'm faster, this time he was. So that is why. I was faster 2 games in a row and then all of a sudden he was faster. So that is it. That is the reason why you cannot hear me in Dota TV. But the delay should be at the same time. So if you're going to have the stream in the background and you're watching in Dota TV, it's going to be having about the same effect. Though I'm not entirely sure if the timing would be exactly right. Like, I mean, there's a 2-minute delay on my stream, but probably, you know, it's probably a bit more than 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes and 7 seconds or something like that. Oh well. We're going to be having the Bounty Hunter getting banned out. Of course, that's a hero that is very, very dangerous to get together with a Lifestealer. If you're gonna invest in the Bounty Hunter and then invis scout someone out and then, you know, jump on him and kill him off, you can get that great mid-game advantage if Fnatic wants to go for that. Enchanter is gonna get banned out by Fnatic, knowing that Liquid is still having that option to go into the jungle with that. They don't want to be facing it. Even if they have Lifestealer, which is a bit of a counter towards any hero that has creeps, because you can just infest them and then they're gone. And we having the Leshrac getting picked up, banned out by Liquid. Of course, if you look at the lineup for Fnatic, I mean, I always say, like, with a Magnus, you want to have something to team it up with. So I'm either saying Lina, Leshrac, or a Jakiro, as we saw Jakiro previous game. And the Leshrac being banned out, I think for that very reason. Also, of course, because it teams up very well with the Shadow Demon and the Lifestealer. I mean, that basically Leshrac would team up good with everybody. Like the Open Wounds getting set up for a nice Split Earth. We've seen Syndran's Leshrac in the last couple of days, couple of times. It was, you know, you don't want to be fighting against that, so they ban it out. The Chen getting banned out still for Liquid, and it is the support Rubik that got banned out for Fnatic. If you look at Liquid and you're assuming Nyx Assassin is a support, that's great, but there should then still be another support. And a ranged one at that. Of course, we saw a Tidehunter in the first game, but I don't know. Did Tidehunter won his game? Why don't they pick it up again, you know? That's what I'm thinking. Hey, you know what? I remember that I forgot to play commercials between games just now. Shame on me.
10 seconds remaining.
Or did I actually do that? I don't know.
5
oh well.
seconds
Guess we'll never know. Fnatic thinking about their last ban. Is there one hero left in the pool that they really do not want to face? Maybe Alina together with that Nyx Assassin? There we go. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. I was spot on. It was kind of an obvious ban though. I mean, Nyx Assassin, you've got a brilliant stun, of course, but you want to have something to follow it up on, and Leshrac and Lina are just those two targets that can do that. And a Jakiro, of course, as well, but Jakiro a bit less, and I don't think Liquid really plays Jakiro. It's mostly Fnatic that does that. And I still think it fits very nicely in Fnatic's lineup. It would fit in Liquid's as well, don't get me wrong.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll find out if they actually want to do that, though.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, if we look at Liquid's lineup right now, they have a Lone Druid. Lone Druid is a great hero, and he needs time. He needs a bit of time to get his items up. Nyx Assassin could do that if he goes into the mid lane. He can be that mid-game difference that your team can make. But it can also be like a Queen of Pain that's still in the pool. Or a Brewmaster. You know, those heroes that around level 6, level 8 will make such an immense difference that you want to have those. Or you pick up another hard carry saying to your opponent, you know what, you can try to shut down one of our carries, but even if you do, we always have the other. And basically, if then the game lasts long enough, you're still going to be getting ahead because you got two carries. But, you know, that's all choices. And their lineup, I really like it. It's very open, and they actually pick up the Storm Spirit. So, again, he fits into the line that I said about heroes that can make a big difference between at level 6 and level 8. Because as soon as Storm is level 6, he's got his Ball Lightning, and he is ready to create mayhem on the map. And I think it's called Mayhem. I think it is. But it's, you know, he's going to be up against the Magnus, and that's kind of tough. Because he has the same kind of idea. He has that... that RP that he wants to use when he gets level 6.
Remaining.
We'll be finding it out though.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining.
And it's gonna be Fnatic that is... I still think Jakiro would fit. They pick up a Beastmaster.
Radiant team pick.
Another lane. They still have that space for the Jakiro if they want to pick it up. Then again, as does Liquid. But with the Beastmaster, they have something to shut down the Storm. Can't Ball Lightning anymore. And just a good offlaner in general. Could even be played in the mid lane, depending on what Honey is gonna pick up. We saw him in the Magnus previous game. But who knows? Maybe he's gonna give it to Trixie this time. Trixie playing the Beastmaster, of course, is more logical. Still.
5 seconds remaining.
Come on, Liquid. What you gonna pick up? Reserve time. This is all they have left, 40 seconds. Of course, if you look at Fnatic, they've got a lot less. They can use this time also to decide what Fnatic is gonna do, though it looks kinda simple what Fnatic is gonna do. I'm expecting Magnus mid, Beastmaster off lane, and at a safe lane, tri lane, with the Lifestealer or the Shadow Demon as something else. And that's gonna be leading to a Lone Druid, probably on the safe lane, together with a Lion and a Nyx, maybe. Then the Darkseer in the jungle / off lane, probably in the jungle because he can't do anything against that tri lane from Fnatic and storm mid. But we'll see if that's actually the case. We've seen a lot more Lions lately. I kind of like it because I like the principle of his hero, like a lot of control, a lot of burst. But I also, I mean, his one big downside, he is super squishy, and he is really squishy. He is on par with the Crystal Maiden on squishiness, which is really squishy.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what Fnatic gonna go for. 5 seconds left. Is it still gonna be a support, or is it gonna be something different? Ooh, it's gonna be a support, but it's not gonna be Jakiro. It's gonna be another kind of flying beast. I wanted to call him a dragon, but I don't think he is a dragon. I don't even know what he is, but he is flying and he is a visage. Just so you're aware. We're gonna be seeing what they can do. And this kinda, all of a sudden, changes up my lanes, because I kinda think Visage, he's best at an aggressive tri-lane. His advantage that he has with the Soul Assumption, doing so much burst damage at early levels, is so immense that I kind of feel like they shouldn't pass up on it. But I mean, they can do that. They have a disruption, open wounds, and massive slow, and of course a grave chill as well. So they could go for an aggressive tri-lane on the bottom lane. We'll find out though, and then we'll leave the safe lane top for Trixie. We're gonna be experiencing it fairly soon. The last heroes are yet to be picked up.
10 seconds remaining.
As for Liquid, no real surprise on who's playing what. Korok on his Storm Spirit, of course. TC on the Lone Druid. Yeah. Let's see though what we're gonna have right here. We're gonna have Era on his Lifestealer. No surprises, no tail on. Oh, that looks so cool. That's a tango. No, well, Hani takes a tango. Hani on the Magnus. It is gonna be Trixie that is gonna be playing the Beastmaster. No tail on the Shadow Demon. And Cinnamon standing in once again for Fly. He is gonna be playing the Visage. We're gonna be seeing on the Liquid side, on the side of the Radiant, is gonna be TC. That will be playing his Lone Druid. Bulba on the Darkseer, Korok on his Storm Spirit, Fluff on the Lion, and then IX Mike, the last one, playing the Nyx Assassin. And then we're gonna be seeing most of Liquid roaming in the Radiant jungle, with already Bulba trying to go for the top. Maybe he can do something there. I don't think he can though. It looks like we're not gonna have an aggressive tri-lane at all, and I kind of feel like this is wasted potential, because of course, I mean, they realize that it's going to be the Darkseer that they're up against, and they're going to realize that the Darkseer will be maybe showing himself once here, realizing he's up against a tri-lane, and then he's going to rotate into the jungle. And then what? And then they need to rotate to try and get kills elsewhere. That's what. But they're not going to get that much on top, because I feel like this Soul Assumption, the amount of burst that you can get with it, it is so much burst. Wow, Shinrin was really generous towards his teammates. I see 13 gold left and only has tangos and a clarity. So basically giving away 150 gold. On Courier. And probably some tangos towards teammates, of course. Ah, no, that's No Tail. No Tail also was generous towards his teammates. Such generous people. I like where Hani is positioning himself, so we're not going to see Hani mid. It's going to actually be be Trixie mid. And Hani is just going to sit here and get himself experience. Of course, you can eat your way through, which he did with the one tango that he used to set yourself here. He's going to be picking up a skewer should he be needing it. For now, TC is not going to realize he's there, and Hani is still going to be able to pick up experience freely. Maybe when he gets level 2, Trixie or TC will notice something. We're gonna find it out, because he's gonna get level 2 fairly soon. I'm just gonna wait until it happens and see if he gets something for it. The knights are still gonna be there, of course. TC wants to maintain some form of equilibrium on the ooh, Impale. Did he really just say that he almost had it? He didn't almost had it. Trixie was fine. He's level 2. They don't realize. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying anymore. Oh, what happens? You know. I'm gonna be having 4 for 4 for Trixie, with Korok being on 4 for 3. Like, the reason that we're seeing Korok being kind of defended by IX Mike is not taking any experience for now, or not anymore, I should say anyways. But Storm Spirits are, of course, not really that great before they're level 6. They need their time to get that level 6 and then they're gonna be great. Beastmasters are already not really in any danger of dying beforehand because he is just so tanky. He's got 5 base armor, I mean, really. And that's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be him very, very tanky. Korok doesn't really have an escape and needs to just get his level 6. That's basically it. Gonna be seeing an illusion rune for Ix Mike. Gonna be having it to help harass perhaps. As Honey is actually having his lane pushed. I don't think he's had about this at all because he will be able to get some solid experience. Might be able to get level 4 with this. At least level 3. There he goes. Level 3. Woohoo! In the meantime, it's Air that's free farming top. And we have no rotation from Fnatic supports. They're just both trying to get the farm and experience in the jungle without really trying to do anything. Gonna see if that's worth it though. I mean, Visage is... yeah... like, I might be weighing it too heavy, but I still feel like it should be used differently, but that's just me. We're gonna see how it works out. We're gonna see it as in the meantime also the supports, well this is not really a support, but the supports of Liquid also trying to roam. We actually have Ix Mike sitting around here. He's waiting for Creep Wave to maybe come his way. And maybe he can pick up some experience with that. He is still level 1. But this Creep Wave will come his way. And that will give Ix Mike some experience. So if he doesn't die, it should be fine. He doesn't have a Spike Carapace just yet. We actually have a rotation here from No-Tail, so if he was still around there, then he would be dead. But he is seeing No-Tail right now, so he can't really do anything anymore. Can't really go towards the experience range unless he is accepting death for that one. And I don't think he wants that. Fluff getting level 2. No-Tail, of course, with this rotation, wasting a bit of time. Not getting experience in the meantime. It is Cinnamon that's already level 3. And Fluff level 3 as well. But level 1 still up on Ix Mike is definitely not all too good. Korok is going to be waiting for that 4-minute rune at the top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's see if he gets lucky. Disruption. He is not lucky. It is bottom. It is regen. And we're instantly going to be seeing Trixie moving bottom. So he knows it's there. He is running. He has his bottle. There he goes. It's gonna be Honey that's gonna be needing it though. He kinda needed that. And yeah, indeed. He has very low HP from that harassment that Fluff was able to throw at him. In the meantime, Storm level 5. Trixie level 5. Oh wow, difference level there. Almost an entire level difference between these two people. But that's also because one Creep Wave is still yet to be up on Korok's experience bar. But still quite a difference. But that means that we're gonna have a level 6 soon, and one of those two people, I mean, with that level 6, they're gonna try to go for a kill on the other. If they can kill off Korok before he gets level 6, that's good. But they need to roar with that, kinda. And not only that, they need a bit of extra support, so they need to Visage and the Shadow Demon roaming around. But if they wanted to go for Korok when Trixie got level 6, then the rotation should have already happened, and it's not gonna happen right now. In the meantime, Hani is also almost level 6. So we're starting to reach those crucial levels, and it looks like, I mean, we might not have an anti-mage and a Faceless Void in this game, but these two teams, they are so careful. They are so extremely careful not to die. Oh, never mind. Here comes the rotation, and it's level 6 up on Trixie. And Korok, not level 6 just yet. He is gonna be in some World of Pain soon. Oh, they're gonna go for Ix Mike instead. Oh, Ix Mike, you're still level 2. Impale and Vortex up on Trixie. Ix Mike is gonna be the one to try to help out. It's gonna be Korok that still goes down. No-Tail picking up the kill. And Ix Mike gonna be able to stay alive at that one. The roar still up on Korok. Kinda did the works. Mostly. And the first blood goes away of Fnatic. First one to get level 6. First one to get the kill. Hani. Almost level 6 as well. We'll be able to use his RP to kill off Fluff, and he will be able to get a solo kill up on that if he has the mana for it, because Fluff, level 3. And Ix Mike, level 2, now finally getting some experience, as he's of course taking over for Korok, while Korok is running back towards here. But the difference is quite big right now, with actually No-Tail, actually No-Tail is also level 3. Hey, straight up on Trixie. Where's he gonna go? He doesn't have a roar again for another 30 seconds. Can he kill off Fluff actually with this? I don't think he can. I don't know if he... Oh, come on! Stop moving around like a crazy person, Trixie. Go somewhere on the side. Thank you. Go mid. Ooh. Hani wants to use his RP. Cinnamon already got 3 stacks of Soul Assumption. There's the Grave Chill. Doesn't want to go for that with this big of a Creep Wave around, though. And TC backs himself off. He is 42 for 17 at the moment. With Era being on 49 for 17. So Era slightly ahead in terms of last hits. And Korok almost level 6. But there's the roar again. Soul Catcher as well. IX might getting disrupted. No Impale. And Korok is gonna be for now staying alive. The TP's coming. They are gonna be able to pick up No Teal instead. It's gonna be an Impale up on Trixie. Centering around there as well. The ball lightning helps get Korok into safety. Pops his bottle as well. Is gonna be able to maybe go in for someone. With the full mana bar again. And Fluff hanging around there. They were able to turn it around. And Korok getting level 6 there. Of course, great help with that as well. Trixie level 7. His roar being wasted. We have a disconnect from Cinnamon again, so we will have another pause. Cinnamon has a bit of a habit of disconnecting at least once per game. Yay. We'll find out though. If you can disconnect only once or more. Trixie is gonna be running back to base. Doesn't have the courier for him because it's gonna go bottom. Actually, it's gonna go back to base, but he is just running to get his mana back up. Wow, and a TP of course from the Shadow Demon coming towards the bottom lane. They still have that RP. Maybe they can try to kill off TC if the disruption is there and there's some time for Hani to get into position. So they're apologizing. Well, we must imagine, like, it's probably more annoying for him than it is for anybody else. I mean, we're just waiting. I'm fine with that. As long as it doesn't take too long. But I mean, I guess everybody had it at some point when, you know, either your internet dropped or your power went out or, you know, something, and you know, you're middle of the game. You're the most frustrated person at that moment, not the people that are waiting for you. And that's a fact. Well, unless you don't care, but I think most people that do play Dota do care about disconnecting. Having yourself disconnect by accident or something, I don't know. Anyway, in the meantime, Era, realizing he's still on top, might as well push the tower a bit. He's actually going to be putting it in the deny range, so he has to continue going for this, and he does do so. Tower bashing on him or not. Last hit actually still goes to the siege creep, doesn't matter. Rotation coming in from Fluff. Is it really where you want to go, Fluff? No. No, this is really not where you want to go. He is so doomed. I'm not sure what he was thinking. I'm really not sure what he was thinking. Like, even his team thinks, you know what? You know, Fluff, you're on your own. And Lion goes down. Shadow Demon picking up the kill, and all of a sudden, 4 people coming towards the bottom lane of Fnatic with only one left is Trixie on the mid lane, who's still gonna be there. Might be able to try and go for solo kill up on Korok. Aurora and Axis might be able to do that job. If he's gonna go for that, but he doesn't. And he shouldn't, because there's Bulba coming in. The Roar and Axis still fly. He is still gonna get it. But the TP is still gonna come in. Is the block gonna be enough? Impale hits. It is gonna be Trixie, that's gonna be Hex as well. Is there gonna be enough damage? Iron Shell helping out, and that is gonna be Trixie still going down for that kill, or is he? Oh, yes he is. No, he is not. Oh, yes he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's still alive. Throws his Axis around. Bulba doesn't have another surge for now. Bear coming in. Trixie is still alive. He is still alive. Disruption is gonna slow TC down. Can't chase it either. The RP is still up on Handy. They might try to turn around. Surge up on I expect. Looking for an Impale. Gonna find it up on No Tail. They can't really go for this though, or can they? Era coming in as well. Joining the fight. Gonna go for the Bear. Liquid. Are they gonna try to turn this around? The Hawk gets picked up. Impale again up on No Tail. Here comes Korok. Vortex and Entangle. All that it takes. A kill of one squishy Shadow Demon. But it is Trixie that is still alive. I can't believe he's still alive. He was so close to dying right there, and he was so close multiple times. Oh, oh well, Liquid gonna be having their Korok killed off for the second time. This time with the ball lightning. So like, okay, if you go down before you're level 6, you know it happens. You don't have your escape. You're in a bad spot. We get it. But if you go down when you're level 6 to a solo Beastmaster, then you did something wrong. Then you made some kind of miscalculation of something. And Korok going down for that. Hani still hasn't used the RP. Gonna have a haste rune. Can't really go for solo cup on Korok, especially not with people around here, but he doesn't know that. With Fluff, by the way, still level 4, as well as IX Mike still level 4. Like, they have those spikes, right? They have the Impale and the Earth Spike, it's great. Even if they're not level 6, but they kind of need their level 6 for that burst damage. There's the Hex, start things off. Here comes a Bolt Lightning, Vortex is gonna happen as well, and there's an Impale and a Mana Burn and a kill. Bulba picking it up. Clean kill. It gives the levels to the supports, they are now both level 5, so you're closer towards the level 6, but as we see the levels, and they're actually, with that kill, they're ahead of the supports of Fnatic. The supports of Fnatic. Cinnamon, level 5 as well, but the Shadow Demon only just got level 5. He was level 4 before. So now all supports level 5. Congratulations to them at 11 minutes into the game. But that's the price you pay for having safe tri lanes for both sides and not gonna rotate as much. TP towards the bottom lane. Hani still wants to use his RP.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tower goes down, so they get some extra gold for Fnatic. No tower down yet in the sign of Liquid, so this was the first tower to drop. And the smoke goes off. They have, of course, the Roar as well as the Ravage. RP, reverse polarity. Question is, who are they want to try and kill? And the longer they don't decide on anything, the better it is for Liquid. Okay, that was an awkward Earth Spike. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter. They still want to go for this. They still want to go for Roar. Gonna be finding Fluff. Bora's gonna find Fluff, slowing him down. TC gonna be taking the Roar. Trixie with an Invis rune, looking for the target. Gonna be going for TC or no? IX Mike is the target, and IX Mike is the one that already goes down. In the meantime, Cinnamon, you're getting locked inside an entangle. Have to back himself out. Goes down. So a Nyx for a Visage. Not too bad for Liquid, as they're gonna go for a Hani as well. The RP is still up, but can they shut him down continuously? Yes, they can. Entangle, and that is a kill. Another one, a double kill for TC. And that is Fnatic wanting it too much. They forced that out of Liquid, and they got away bad because I mean, losing a Visage for a Nyx, that's fine. They forced out a couple of rotations from Liquid, not too bad, but they wasted a lot of time with smokes to try and go for a pick-off. They chose a support, thinking they could pick off the other ones with an RP afterwards, after they stopped the Impale guy from doing anything. But then in comes Korok, and TC gets himself a double kill. And all of a sudden, you're on the back end. And by the way, I think Hani is probably the most sad RPer in the world, except Magnus. He doesn't have an RP yet. Hasn't done it yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Lifestealer is going to be finding himself a solo kill up on the Nyx. With an Infest helping out, he's going to be dying for it though. Not a worthy death. And that is level 6 for, well, it was level 6, now level 7 up on Fluff. Finger of Death being put to good use. Mechanism being built up by Bulba. And if you're gonna try to kill off a Nyx, that's fine, but you're gonna have to want to pay for it with your life if you're next to a tier 2 tower of your enemy team, I guess. So Liquid, they're not the ones to initiate. They are the ones who are apparently quite comfortable where they are right now. Probably gonna be pushing by the time that TC has got some item that he's really proud of. By now is nothing yet. He just has his Hand of Midas. He's got 3,600 gold, so his radius is gonna be the goal. But it is Fnatic that just tried to force out 2 things, got themselves 2 kills for support, but they lost way more than they bargained for, and that's gonna be Liquid just coming out ahead of engagements that, you know, they didn't even initiate. Good for them. Gold wise though, it is in favor of Fnatic, and that's mostly because, of course, Era. I mean, we've seen things forced out from Fnatic, and everybody of Liquid was involved in that, but Era has been free farming top. I mean, he died, yes, but free farming Lifestealer is still pretty decent. They're gonna try to put a stop to it though. Gonna find Hani first, turning him into a piglet. He's gonna be, oh, whoa, that wasn't an RP, but it wasn't an RP. Now Era comes in, looking for a target. Open wounds up on Fluff, raging as well. No Impale gonna hit you now. Surge up is maybe able to help you. It is actually able to help you, and it is gonna be saving his life. They were gonna, oh, haste rune. Oh, we could try to go for a Roar. Doesn't want to risk it next to the enemy tower, especially not when Korok is this close. Korok who tries to go for the familiars. Of course, give 100 gold if they do, if you do kill them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He really wants them. Oh, Trixie, realizing Korok has been playing with familiars, might be trying to go for this. Korok's ball lightning's away, going towards CC. His rock. Hope and dreams. And gold graph go sticking around even. I mean, 3k gold is basically 2 towers, if you count the last hits with that. And there's 2 towers down on the side of Liquid, the tier 1s on both bottom and top. So that can be considered as the gold difference that we see now in favor of Fnatic, with the experience graph being at close to 0, slightly in favor of Fnatic, which is interesting because the kills are in favor of Liquid. But again, like I said, that's gonna be era free farming, basically. It is yeah, it is going really well for Liquid, I'd say. It's not going bad for Fnatic either. Their ideas just haven't worked out that much, but they still have got a free farming lifestealer. I don't think they're gonna be sad. And again, this game is gonna come down to decisions later on. Who's gonna go in, who's not gonna go in, etc. When are you gonna overextend? When are you gonna be backing off? When are you gonna try to go for Roshan? And when are you gonna try to go for towers? It is all in the mix there. And of course, I mean, the same goes early game as well. But early game, a lot is decided as well by the type of heroes and the type of lineup that you have. But if the game gets late, then everybody gets their lineup up to the max, and then, you know, the levels are gonna make a bit less difference, and it's all gonna come down to the decisions. Oh, a shield on the floor, looking pretty. Hand of Midas up on Era, by the way, up on the Lone Druid as well, though, so they're keeping it even with that, and we see the evenness on the net worth as well. It's gonna be Fnatic trying to go for the tier 1 middle, perhaps. In the meantime, the tier 1 top goes down, so that is Liquid's first tower that they take down. Korok is going to be finding himself some familiars, having to back off. Let's see if Liquid is going to try to defend their tier 1, or if they're going to try to take a tier 2. No, they're not going to try to defend their tier 1. Maybe they're going to try to deny it. But even that's not going to be the case. Try to delay defenses from coming onto the top lane. But they're going to come anyways. It's going to be Hani that comes in first with an infested lifestealer, looking for an opening. Blinks. Where did he blink to? Oh, he blinked. I don't know. Blinked back. Trixie has got himself a Gem of True Sight. Get that control of the map. Control right now kinda comes out to having. Whoa! I think Korg is dead. Kinda comes out to having control on the farm and where your carry can farm. So where Eric can farm and where TC can still farm. And that, of course, was a nice kill going the way of Era, who actually picked up the kill for that as well. So more gold going his way. He's got 2,800 gold. Like I already said, he already has his armlet, and he might go for a Desolator next. It really depends on what he really wants to go for. It's him that's now in favor of the game. Lone Druid, he has got himself the relic, but not having the Radiance complete just yet. He didn't die yet. He's got 3 kills. He's definitely not doing bad. But it feels like he needs a bit more time, and I don't think Fnatic is ready to give it to them just yet, because they're just going to pick up another tower. This is going to be the first tier 2 tower that's going to drop. No Deny is going to be coming in. In the meantime, Nyx, he is level 6, but he can't really do anything with it right now because of the gem. And he realizes that, so he's just going to be a utility hero for now, just with the extra burst in a team fight when people, you know, have got a bit of chaos going on. TC. I'm not sure what he thinks about doing right here. Courier? What are you doing, Courier? TP. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. Entangles. That's gonna be the rest of Fnatic coming in. I think TC, he is gonna go down here. The rest of Liquid is gonna come in too late. The bear goes down. Here comes the rest of Liquid though. Maybe they can take it back. Trixie getting Vortex. It's gonna be already Sinner. That guy's dropped down. Nice 2-man impale from IX Mike. Gonna be dropping the gem on the floor. Down with you, he says, as he destroys it. It's gonna be IX Mike TPing out. We'll be able to do that. Fluff gonna try the TP as well. There will be no disruption, and there is gonna be a TP out. So that is a Lone Druid traded for a Visage and a Beastmaster. Now, in a way, that is worth it because a TC also got the tower. I mean, he got the tier 2 tower before he died. That's great. And they got the gem. That's the most important thing. The 700 gold down the drain. So I would put that encounter, even though Lone Druid died, even though it slows down his Radiant by quite a lot. Radiance, sorry. It is gonna be Liquid that's pulling ahead from that one. And it's almost the Radiance complete. I mean, he only needs... Actually, he bought it. But we'll never find out where he bought it because the courier... Where is the courier? Didn't it go down? I mean, we saw it flying top at some point. Yeah, see? That's the chicken. Why don't I see it like it's dead? Oh, because I select the wrong one. No. Well, that's a bug. But that's a dead chicken right there. Nice for me to be able to find the courier corpse. Oh, poor chicken. Poor chicken. Desolator indeed up on the life stealer. So Era having that one complete as expected. Doesn't save for buyback. Doesn't need to save for buyback, to be fair. I mean, there's no real threat just yet. Liquid without a chicken. It's a bit sad. Oh, and that's the bear. Bear. Having the radiance. Thank you. There's gonna be a smoke off for Fnatic. We're gonna be able to find the bear. The bear gets teleported back. Then blinked back after killing off the clip wave. Fnatic. We see them looking, but we know that everybody's missing from the map. Liquid knows that too, and you see their positioning. They're just waiting for people to reappear. Sitting inside their base. Even TC not farming right now because he knows what's happening. And they're just sitting there. And they're just sitting there. Interesting. Smoke wears off. Bear's gonna scout everybody out. Bit of a stalemate. Seeing who goes where. Trixie gonna be going for an Aghanim's by the looks of it. Gotta be able to roar even more. And he kinda needs to also, because they need to shut down Korok as well as TC. I mean, you kinda have to want to, you know, go for more and more fights. And we've got the Magnus picking up an Ogre Club again, so might want to go for BKB again. I mean, we've seen him go for a piece, but not being able to do it purely because he was shut down so much. I mean, they've really been hating on him. And it looks like Fnatic, they're like sieging right now. Trixie getting an entangle, vacuum back in and impale as well. This could be a kill. RP only on the bear, and Handy gets turned into a frog. It is gonna be a disruption, trying to save IX Mike. Darkseer wall goes up. Bulba trying to chase down someone. Maybe he can try to kill off No-Tail, but he surges away towards another target, going towards Era. Maybe they can kill him off. Vortex up on Era as well as an impale, and that's gonna be Era going down. 3 heroes dead on the side of Fnatic. Can they find someone else? Only familiars left. The rest has TP'd out because they knew what was coming. And this is the most important thing. This is only supports left alive for Fnatic. And again, they were the ones to go in. Liquid, they didn't want this. They didn't want for this. They just wanted to play nice and farm. But no. Fnatic just wanted to fight. Well, they got it. And they let themselves get caught out of position. The RP was whiffed. The roar wasn't even used because Trixie just got caught in an entangle and then just died because, you know, there was too much shutdown. One entangle, one impale, and just too much burst to deal with it. And all of a sudden, it is Liquid that is doing the sieging. It's Liquid that's going to be trying to push down a tier 2 tower. And it is Liquid that's going to be ahead of the game. Experience graph, sorry, this is gold. It's going to go up again. We see the experience graph going up even more so, of course, with the team fight. Especially in a game where there's not that many kills like this game. Experience graph is going to be a lot, well, it's going to be more drastic than anything else. To be fair though, I mean, I always say kills mean more, yes. Experience-wise, it doesn't. It's going to be more in terms of control, in terms of who has the advantage. Like, it's going to be coming a lot down to mind games, because, you know, one of the biggest things about Dota, if not the biggest thing, is knowing when you are ahead and when you're behind. So when you can actually go and when you can't. So if you win a team fight like this, Liquid, who has been playing safe the whole time already, they have really not been able to initiate, or not been able to, they have really not really initiated up on anyone, apart from top earlier. But if you're gonna be winning a team fight like that, you're gonna be able to play a bit more aggressive, play a bit more ballsy. You're gonna be able to farm more. Gonna be, you know, more confident in your position in the game. Fnatic, on the other hand, they are the ones to initiate, and they are the ones that probably are gonna think, now, you know what, our initiation, didn't go so well, so why not just, you know, play it safe? And with playing it safe comes having the bit of mindset, perhaps, that not allows you to farm like Trixie is doing right here, because Trixie is farming an enemy forest, and he is gonna be regretting it soon if he's not careful. So he's already backing out again. But I mean, it does a lot with your mindset in the game. We're gonna be seeing how it affects them, though, and I think Fnatic, of course, I mean, they are an experienced team. They know what they can and can't do, and they're gonna actually smoke up with 3 people here. Era, Sinner, and No-Tail gonna be going towards the top lane, gonna be using Trixie as bait. At the same time, if you're Liquid and you see a solo farming Beastmaster in your side of the map, and you know that you just want to fight, that is. Are you gonna fall for that? Doubt it, really. It is, and again, Liquid, when have they initiated, right? Not, so. Gonna see them continuing doing that, and they're just gonna defend TC for now. TC, who picked himself up in the hyperzone, so gonna go for an assault grass for his bear, probably. And maybe when he has that one, they're gonna go in.
Double damage!
Double damage. Storm has that one. Nice for him. Korok has got himself his Orchid complete, as we saw him building towards it. Gonna be playing a big role, and for both Trixie as well as Magnus. I mean, the RP and the Scream. Which one do you want to shut down? Well, I mean the Roar, of course, but you know, it's a Scream, anyways. But which one do you want to shut down? Basically, the question. Do you value? Well, I actually think that would be the RP should be shut down. Yeah, that's the one that I would value more. Roshan is gonna be up fairly soon. And we're gonna be seeing which one of these two is gonna be getting it. Looks like Fnatic is getting ready for it though. I mean, their control of the Roche pit, not just these wards, but also these, they are like they've bunkered themselves in for this one. The only way that Liquid could come in unaware is you know, taking the back route, coming from this path. Oh well. Bear is gonna scout it out, but too late. Oh Bear! Oh Bear! You're dead, Bear. Pandas are an endangered species. You should not kill the bear. But now they run a Roars on cool, and they're gonna go for this disruption. Vacuum into the Dark Seer wall. It's gonna be a Skewer there into an RP up on 3. Impale hits on a lot of people though, and that is gonna be Hani already picked off. This is gonna be Era trying to fight for his life. He does have an Aegis though, so he's not too worried. And he will be needing it if he tries to run. There we go. In the meantime, Vortex up on Cinnamon from the high ground. Korok is able to pick him up. There goes the Aegis. Back up with the Era. Can they take him down? Looks like they can. Nice. Oh god. That was No-Tail's illusion stopping him. Boba will not die actually. It's gonna be No-Tail that dies. So, you know, Beastmaster is alive. The reason that is because there was a disruption on Trixie to help him stay alive. And then the illusion stood right here, and the illusions blocked Era from going out. Oops. That is, yes. I think he would have died anyway though. There was a lot of hatred towards him. But it is still pretty big. And a fight won by Liquid, even though they didn't get the Roshan, they didn't get the Aegis. They got out and the Aegis and won a big team fight with that. Even with Fnatic knowing what they were walking into, because of course, like I said, they had word, they had the vision, they knew what they were getting into, they knew that they were going to go for a fight. They used the Roar on the Bear, got a nice RP off, but didn't have any follow-up because Lifestealer was a bit slow, I would say, towards the RP. I mean, Hani just went for it with the Blink RP. And of course you have to do that, and with an Infest it would be great, but yeah, Era wasn't there to do the damage. And as I said during the draft, actually, I mean, normally I prefer something like Alina Leshrek or
Over here now.
hello Hani, hello Radiant Ward, bye Hani, and that's gonna be a nice pickup. Almost all mana used by a Storm, but he's got a regen rune because he is a lucky son of a gun, and he is gonna be just fine. Hani though, dead. But yeah. I mean, those three heroes that I just mentioned, they work up nicely with the RP because you've got some AoE damage to go through. And if you look at Fnatic's lineup right now, like the only AoE damage that they kind of have is the Infest damage. So you have to get an RP and then single target everybody down, and that's going to be taking some time. So by the time that you're done with that, or that the RP wears off, you're still going to have at least, if you RP a couple of people, you're still going to have at least 1 or 2 alive, and that is just not the way it's supposed to be. Like, preferably, if you have an RP, you kill everybody off at one go. You know, that's your strength. But, no can do. Of course, you still have the shockwave, etc., but it's still not enough to kill off people, apart from maybe the supports. But you want to also be able to do that on the bigger targets. You want to be able to shut down Korok with an RP, kill him down while he's in it. And of course, you can use the pure, like, the single target damage up on Korok alone, and that's fine. But that means you still have to deal with the supports that can shut you down while the lone druid takes you down. So it's really, yeah, they have to get really everything right for Fnatic to be able to get this. We have the gold graph going the way of Liquid, of course, especially after that last fight, going towards the 6k gold. With the experience graph, well, like I said, looking a bit more drastic right now, 10k in their favor. And again, they were the ones to initiate right now. They were the ones that went for the Roshan kill. Roshan, well, after Roshan went that, they were the ones to go in. But they only went in after Fnatic went in. Like, they go in after Fnatic when it goes in, after they feel like Fnatic has wasted something, like a roar or got someone out of position, like earlier when Trixie was out of position. And I do realize that I now said twice Trixie already. As in with the roar and the out of position part. But I mean, you gotta go in on those kind of opportunities, and Liquid has been able to reply to those mistakes really flawlessly, and they've got the better out of that. In the meantime, it is Fnatic that continues to farm. I mean, no real surprises. Basically, their only hope: farm and then get their team fight right. That is what they want to be doing. In the meantime, there's a mechanism up on Synderen, so that's gonna help them in the team fight. Gonna be a Vlad's up on the Magnus as their second item, helping out everybody a bit, and maybe positioning himself a bit more later on as a bit of a semi-carry if he can. He picked himself still up the Ogre Club. He already had that though, so he has got that Ogre Club. Maybe still to buy a BKB just like previous game, but it really depends on how he feels the game is going. And I don't think a refresher would be that bad of a choice right now either, and just leave that casual Ogre Club where it is. Let's just look at this. Smoke up, Liquid, aggressive. And when you're Liquid and you're going aggressive right now, that means that you think you are ahead. And they haven't done this, I feel like. They haven't really done anything where they were the ones to throw the first ball, so to speak. Surge up for Boba, looking for a way in. Gonna find a lot of people here. We're gonna find a lot of people there. Trixie's gonna be first. And he is gonna be entangled, and he is gonna be dead before he can do anything. Killing spree for TC. Now can they find more? In the meantime, Fluff already found Era. Turns him into a piglet and impales him as well. There's a silence. He can't rage. He gets... I was gonna say Laguna Blade, but he gets fingered to death. Together with a roar up on Korak, trying to help out. Helps Hani getting up on the high ground. Mechanism helps out for our Liquid though. This buybacks happen for Fnatic. Buyback on Era, buyback on Trixie. And that allows them to defend their mid lane. And Liquid goes home without casualties, with forcing out 2 buybacks of their opponent team and killing off 2 of the more important heroes of them as well. I'll look at that net worth difference of the Lone Druid and the Lifestealer. It is quite a difference. This is 5k gold difference. And that's going to be the Assault Cuirass ready, as well as a Basher that just got picked up. And he is going to be more and more and more dangerous. And I mean, I get it why you roar the bear, you know, because he is well, I was gonna say hero. He's that creature that has basically all the farm of your opponent team in one little bear. But you know, if someone goes into a fight and you're a lone druid, you always have 2 bears, so you have to be ready to take down another one, and you kind of have to be ready for what comes afterwards. There's gonna be an era that every hope is focused on right now, and we see Fnatic there and just here to defend Era farming. They can't go out by themselves because one pickup could cost them the game, especially if it's one of those important ones like either Era, Trixie, or Hani. And they're just gonna have to buy some time. But then again, buying time is everything that Liquid wanted to do the entire time. I mean, that's why they weren't aggressive. And aren't you cutting yourself or shooting yourself in the foot when you are buying more time for yourself, while you know that your opponent is getting stronger every minute as well, and they are actually farming faster than you are. And that's exactly why we see Fnatic maybe trying to go aggressive. They've got themselves another ward, gem that is, up on No-Tail. Gonna come in from the side. Bear is gonna scout them out. It's still nighttime. Bear is now seeing them. Open wounds. Here comes Fluff though. He gets himself in there. Nice RP, but is it gonna be enough? Era taking a lot of damage. Screw up into the high ground. Gets Fluff there as well as the bear. That's a big help of that. It is already the Shadow Demon that went down. Era is gonna be going down. Can't eat himself back to life upon the bear. It is gonna be Synderen that drops, as well as Trixie, and that is gonna be 4 dead. And the GG gets called. It is Fnatic that is out. Fnatic is gonna be dropped out of the Ritmix Russian Dota 2. Like, this is the losers bracket, so you only have one last chance. Fnatic lost against Virtus Pro yesterday. Was it yesterday? No. They lost against Virtus Pro Wednesday. They lose against Liquid today, and they are no longer in this tournament. We're going to be seeing Liquid pulling up ahead. They're going to be up against the loser of a team that is still to be decided, either Ritmix, what am I saying? Either Rux KS or Dignitas, or otherwise against Mousesports. depending on which one loses for that one, and then they play together, and then they know. Or is that actually true? I don't think that's true. Well, anyways, I'll show you the brackets during the next game. You know exactly what's going on then. But we'll see Liquid. They are still in for this Russian Dota 2 League. If you want to support me, follow me on twitter.com/SheeverGaming or check out my website SheeverGaming.com, where you can find all the VODs of all the games, not only casted by me, but casted by everybody. So check it out, and let's jump ourselves into RoxKS versus Dignitas. Don't go anywhere.